In the beginning, or rather, in somewhere around possibly 1990, maybe 1991, maybe 1989, there's generally not that much of a visual for it, but back then, there was people working on solving the problems. Not 1969, that would probably be way too long. Maybe not. I don't know, but I'm not that old, probably. But, yes, I should really focus on doing the whole spiel rather than responding to, chat messages. It's not your fault. I should be more consistent professional about this. But anyway, it was about that time when people were first playing around with this wild new invention called the internet. And suddenly people were like, how do we solve all these? How do we transfer all this data that all the people want to send as fast as possible? And in some electrical engineers, probably, I don't really know. He's not really it wasn't really a documented event. I'm just mostly going on vague memories. They were trying to solve this problem with high capacity cables, and this was before fiber optic was really kind of a thing. So it was just like a frankly irresponsible amount of copper wiring. But, of course, disaster struck when there was a rabbit. And a rabbit does what a rabbit do. And it saw those tasty, tasty little cables. And it thought, that's tasty. And so, they as far as the outside world, as far as the rabbit's owner, who would let his pet, his or her, I don't really know, possibly before electrical engineering was a highly gendered field. As far as they know, the rabbit perished. On the spot, instantly, his poor little body simply ceased to move around. Nothing. But in reality, everything that rabbit was, every single brainwave, managed to get somehow, through some miracle, managed to get transferred into the stream of the internet. Perhaps they really had made a cable capable of carrying more than like 1 kilobyte a second that day. Who knows? It was didn't really succeed as far as anyone's really aware. People just went back to going on things. But, anyway. The rabbit's tiny mind and tiny soul being small enough to, fit into the data capacity of whatever these highly bundled copper cables were, became erratic, lost data, but still, somehow, through some miracle, however so infinitesimally small, maintained something of a sense of self, and was able to hold together, to stop itself simply dispersing into the wild world, and slowly but surely became more solid. But, I guess in this sense, solid really isn't the right word, but it's the closest analogy, really. Cohesive. And so it managed to, in the closest sense of digital form, maintain some kind of physical, cohesive body with which it could roam through roam through the internet freely, encountering all kinds of magical wonders as humanity's use of the internet grew, and so too did the environment that it could live in. And so, living and growing in and learning in such a world that was so shaped by humanity, so too did the rabbit change. More human, more smarter, I guess, in a sense. But slowly but surely approached intelligence and a form that rapidly that would would be. Man, I really should have rehearsed this. It was. I didn't even write a script. I'm just like going this off the cuff. A more human form, a more. Oh, that's really it, really. A more human form, really. Started getting, like, arms and shit, and eventually, like, torso and body and shit, and grew larger and was more shaped by things it found on the internet. It was, and of course, what it found on the internet was fucking anime, wasn't it? And so, after a lot of trial and error, a lot of development, there was a pretty big gap between these last two slides. Eventually, the digital rabbit managed to take a very human form by effectively copying the form of a pre-made character, something it could obtain. It managed. You kind of need a bank account for these kinds of things, and as long as you can fudge the numbers, it is even possible for a digital rabbit to have a bank account. Don't tell the tax collection agency. So it found things I could probably. Yeah. Found a suitable body, and so it took the form of the ceramic bunny model, as it felt appropriate or close enough. And it found it was lacking in a few areas. The rabbit wanted to have things like longer hair and just generally feel a bit more presentful or imposing or something. And so it looked around on Booth. And it found the next form. It was something it had to staple together. This one wasn't a rabbit initially. And it did it well enough, although it was jank. But then, through gathering resources and money, basically a bunch of money, and you've reached a new form, a new breakthrough, a new, truly original, truly, the rabbit found a form that truly belonged to itself. And that is what we're here today to reveal. So, camera on. Ah! Sorry, it's left on the floor. Right, let's, Okay, well, guess weird. It's what I did illustrated. Right, guess there's nothing for it. Oh. There's shoes. Check out these new shoes. It's not feet, they're very clearly in shoes. I'm not taking the shoes off. Some leggy. What's that as well? Here, surpass metaverse, I've got legs. I've always had legs. Can you take the shoes off? Yeah. Sorry, I'm so nervous about this. I'm just gonna slowly. As I said, this design has obviously been revealed. It was designed many moons ago. Well, about 6 moons ago, really. Well, actually more than that. It was like over. Yes, obviously. Hair. As everyone well knows, I have lots of it. And it reaches all the way down to here. Ooh. Got my extraneous belts, as any good techwear jacket needs, is more belts than strictly necessary. But not too many belts, not like Nomura belts. You need like more belts than anyone really needs, but not so many belts that it's in the entire outfit. No, he shows there's more of the lovely jacket. Enough belts to hold some shock repellent bug spray. Big jacket, yeah. And my love, look at my, you can see lovely hands in my lovely gloves. Yeah, they're good sleeves, aren't they? I'm really glad that Happy Parker could get the, you can kind of see the transparent like part of it. I got a little handy bag on my arm. You didn't suggest Mega Man Legends, which was a shame. He was silly. But it's okay. I'll probably I'll tell you now, I'll probably definitely be playing Mega Man Legends at some point. But anyway, we got to slide up. You can see more hair. Oh, so much hair. I'm honestly surprised. Like I didn't just go, sorry, you have too much hair. Can we just do the other hairstyle? You can see my arms through the sleeves. Oh. Yeah. There you go. There's what all you came here for. You can all leave now. Like I can even power up with the 3D model. I don't need any fancy rigging. I just need I can just lean forwards. Normally. It's true, you can. Bye. Bye. You'll say the jacket will have some minor alterations. Like, this is what Packer, the model isn't completely finished. This is what Packer could get done in time. So she was very grateful, and I'm very, very grateful for her. There's a few revisions I need, like the padding around the boot looks a bit weird, but otherwise. Yeah. I haven't noticed the random letters down, please. Yeah, as I said, I was really, really worried that Packer wouldn't be able to get the transparency on the sleeves done, but she's a fucking wizard, so it all worked out. Alright, a chin? A little chinny chin. What's that? Ah! 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 It's Zami. Ah, it's Zami. Behold! Thank you, everybody. It's like, yeah. There is still little tiny details that aren't quite finished yet. Like, the ears will be needing to look a little better. But right now I have to catch up on some redeems. Or at least one of me. Mars enhanced now by forward movements. Oh, you want? That's what you want, Shogun. That's what you want. Okay. I can't lean forward too much because I actually go past where my microphone is. I can go lean really far forward. But yeah, no, I would just either bump my face into the microphone. If I want to get the full lean, I would bump my face into the microphone in my current setup. Let's look at the whole. This is not VR chat. This is Warudo. Warudo is what I'm currently using. I don't know if I'll keep using Warudo just because it's very resource intensive. So if I have to, if I'm playing something more high demand, it's not obviously gonna. It might be a bit of a problem. I think I just need to upgrade the CPU in my computer is the main thing, and then it should be fine. But this is Warudo with one of the random environments you can find in the Steam Workshop shop it's got on. So I thought it was fitting enough. Guess what? And now, whilst most of the toggles aren't set up, hopefully this doesn't break anything. Wow! Take the jacket off. I probably will for the most of the stream because it is very warm today. And also because the jacket isn't quite finished. It is so warm. I went out like my flat, well, especially this flat because it's in the middle of fucking space. It's got some pictures up there. The only thing with the jacket in summer, I mean, it's a tech grade jacket, so it's not like it's super warm because it's kind of plasticky. I don't even have an AC set up. Like my flat usually is pretty stays pretty cool because it just doesn't retain heat whatsoever. So it's absolutely horrible in winter, but for summer it's pretty good. Maybe I will fact. But right now, I think whilst you're all admiring my beauty and my grace, I'm going to just scroll through I didn't realize, of course, the chat doesn't scroll that far. So I'm sorry I'm going to miss some chat messages. So I'm just going to go up until the chat scroll ends, and hopefully that's fine. Well, first I will just say thank you for your 11 months of sub V, and thank you for the 7 months of subs from Space Bunny. Yeah. It is. I'm sorry. I think it's too late for me to do proper greetings. I'll just have to live with that. Hello, everybody. I won't play favorites and call out specific people. Well, fancy. Hi, Lily. Thank you. You can see my little tail. Just about. It's hard to see amongst the hair. It'll be. The modeler is the lovely Happy Packer. So let me give her a shout out. I think that's right. No, that has shout out the right person. I haven't shouted out a wrong person because I'm. Yeah, and based on the design from the lovely Ishmi, obviously I was using Ishmi's design for PNG tubing for a while before, and obviously all the art I've gotten in the last 6 months or so has been based on that design, so. But yeah, there's still work to be done. There's still, I will say, there will be the Gyaru mode will be coming. Hopefully soon. She said she'd try and get it done this weekend, but obviously I don't want to stress her out if she can't get it done today, so I'm not going to make any promises on her behalf. And also the over-the-shoulder braid hairstyle is the main things. Yeah. My favorite chatter is you, specifically the one reading, like, listening to this message. It is the anime mom hairstyle, but fortunately I'm not a mom, so it won't be a death flag. I'll be fine. We need to add optimism back to the over-the-shoulder braid hairstyle because it's hot as fuck. Like, hopefully I'll be planning on getting more hairstyles and other stuff done in the future. Maybe I'll have to bonk you, Shogun. People say I need to. Fine, I see how it's. But yeah, so right now, hopefully, I can do this. Now that we're done, I would mess about with, like, all the poses and stuff, with more poses and stuff. However, the thing with Warudo is if you download it uses the Steam Workshop, which is pretty nice. It's pretty good to find stuff to mess about with without, like, going online and downloading files. You can just use the Steam Workshop for it, and that's pretty great. But it does mean if you, like, download a character model, it does download all. That character model usually also includes a shitload of animation sets. And now the animations tab in Warudo that I have is a complete fucking mess. So, and talking about that, I forgot. Did I give you that Phantom? I can't remember now. Please speak up if I did not give you the RR. But right, hopefully this hotkey is working and. There we go. I did. Good. Thank you, Space Planning. Assuming you're now I can now back up. Haha, so this is just my basic setup for there. This will be my basic setup for the chatting portions of the streams for now. I said I probably want to get a more. I don't know what I want to do about the background. I don't know if I'll keep this because I don't know if. Because it's quite nice, but it's a bit stark. It's a bit too fancy. I'd rather have something more digital. That might need to be like an actual commission or something. I don't know. I'll have to look around. I can try giving you a hug. I don't have any arm tracking, so I'd have to use one of the animation set. But again, as I said, I'll have to. I will have to scroll through an absolute shitload of because a lot of these are like dances and sitting down, and I can't be bothered to faff with the camera anymore. Yeah, no, I can't find a hug animation set in what I have at the moment. I can T-pose. It's like if I'm just around, it looks like I'm balancing. Not this. I don't know which of these is a lot of clipping, but you have to expect that with this much hair. I can be slightly annoyed at you. What did I say about backseating, chat buns? Hmm. It's a good pose, isn't it? It's like fairly standard. When I am very surprised or excited about something. Ah! Or just very, very happy, like I am now. Hmm. I can finally look down on you, yes. No one is safe. Also, the other problem with a lot of these animations is, you might not remember this, but I'm very tall. And, let's see, this is called Sexy Pose. Yeah, there's a bit of a, it kind of works, but it is a bit floaty. Oh, that's dangerous. This is a dangerous pose. Let's swap back to the other camera so that I can, this one's locked. Yeah. There's a lot of clipping with a lot of, I don't know, it's hard I can't look at the screen and look down forwards at the camera unless I do another animation override. No, I can't touch rollers. The danger, yep, it is. Yeah, oh god, yeah, you don't want to see that, that's a bit in the way. Oh yeah, so a lot of these animations, a bit not particularly well tuned for a model of this size. Yeah, I have to look specifically for poses that are tuned, that are sized for. Is this the right? Yeah, that's the right kind. Sized for me. Sorry, I wasn't looking at OBS, so I don't know how much of that was just covered up by the chat on the side. I guess. As far as the kind of like debut stuff goes, that's kind of it. I will let you know, I was planning on doing 1 or 2 karaoke songs, but I still have a slight tickly cough in the back of my throat, and it's like, it's not like annoying, but it's like as I thought about singing, I got it makes me stressed, which makes me notice the symptoms more. So I thought, I'll just leave that for another time. I've got enough stress on my plate today. But yeah, I'm so happy with this. I love moving about and just, and it'll get even better. This isn't even it completely finished. This is the, like any good piece of software, it's released mostly finished, but with a few bits missing. So we're still waiting on the day 1 patch. There might be a few of those, depending on how impatient it is. It's not quite early access. It's finished enough to not be early access. Early access was the PNG model. But yeah, like it's mostly finished. So it's mostly it's just the jacket and some other bits I just need to talk to Packer about, and also all the toggles. So it's I guess maybe it's just time to get set up for the rest of the day. I kind of want. It's only been like half an hour, but I guess like half an hour for a debut is pretty. And like I don't want to try and mess around too much. Hi, Solon. So, because like I just don't want to break. I did enough to make sure I've got a working setup in the while they're all going through, and I don't want to accidentally break anything. So, okay, what I'll do is so that we know so that I know what's coming up and I can make sure it's all properly set up. Let's get started on the PlayStation 1 game roulette. And so I think for now I'm still feeling a bit nervous, so I'm gonna chill on myself for a bit and then I'll open up the VC call later for people who wanna hang in the Discord. So let's just double check. What? Aha! Right. Excellent, it's still all saved. So we've got our roulette wheel. Let's hide that. We don't need to hide that. There's all the PS1 games that were suggested. Things, lots of good suggestions. Only a couple of ones that I'm kind of dreading. There's only really one I'm particularly dreading. Like, I won't be thrilled to play Gex, but someone suggested Hooters Road Trip, and as far as I'm aware, it's not gonna get me banned, so should be fine. Yeah, Turok was not PlayStation 1. Turok was Nintendo 60, was only released on Nintendo 64 and PC. Also, someone did suggest Metal Gear Solid, but unfortunately I couldn't get a hold of it because it's a big fancy game that's hard to get a hold of. So, let's see. Let's do the first spin. I don't know if you can hear that. Doesn't really matter. Oh. Digimon World! Well, that's good. I don't know how much of Digimon World I'll really get to within an hour. So yeah, I'll put up a quick break, and then I will get everything sorted out and get that all ready. So, yep, as I said, the plan for today is every game's going to be about an hour, not a strict time limit. I'll just be like, okay, when's a good point to stop at about an hour-ish? And then I will, I'll swap to a knock thing. Enjoy having it. I'll be opening up calls later, so probably playing up very well. Yeah, I hear Digimon World is can be a bit obtuse. A bit obtuse to get the hang of, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Right, let's swap to the back screen. Everything should break horribly.